Welcome back to AGM Football. Myself, Clocker and Curtis. I'm here with obviously Flex. Needs no introduction. He's also quite a famous fan. Break it down to us. What did we see tonight from a Manchester United perspective?
We saw. Thanks for having me on, by the way. We saw Man United with a plan and a structure to stay in the game as long as they could. We saw us implement the three at the back quite well in the first half. We didn't want to overcommit on the attacking side of the game, but what the trade-off for that was that we were more secure defensively. I think we did a good job in open play for most of the game, to be fair, of keeping your main threats fairly quiet. So Saka, I was really fearful of course. With Malacia having been out for such a long time, I thought that would be horrible to see. I thought Odegaard would have the luxury of the whole Emirates just picking up passes at will. I thought Martinelli would cause a lot of troubles down that left-hand side. That didn't quite happen. So I was pleased with that. That's what you saw. I think you saw an organised Man United, but you also saw the deficiencies that we have, you know, the lack of cohesion in attack, and of course, again, from set pieces, you know, Arsenal's set pieces against everyone is the Achilles heel.
To be fair, from an Arsenal perspective, I was actually quite impressed with Manchester United. Like, I've seen a lot being said about you, but I actually thought, obviously your outgoing manager and your new incoming manager Amorim, I feel like you do look like a well-drilled side. I felt that you actually moved the ball quite. Like, you put a lot of passes together. You was moving the ball quite well, especially in the first half. You're moving the ball well, and you kind of dominated possession. And there was a few shots on goal and intricate play, and I was actually a bit nervous in the first half. That
I could sense it. I could sense it in the stadium. It was very quiet. You know, a few of the Arsenal fans were sort of like, not booing, but just, you know, you can hear the ahs and the oohs and the ooh, come on. Because, again, just like I thought, and I know, you know, 60,000 other Arsenal fans in there would have thought, we thought we need to win this, guys. You know, and I thought Arsenal were very passive in the first half. Let us have the ball, they didn't press us, and I thought they're missing a trick here. I'm glad Arsenal are playing in this way, but they didn't really cause any massive problems. And I sat in my seat at half time thinking, we're all right here. But I did feel that Arsenal do have levels to go up, and you didn't necessarily go up full levels, but it's just the corners, man. The corners, like, I have to really respect it, because even though Gabriel wasn't there, you still find a way to be effective from them corners. It's by design, you know, it's been really, really worked on. And I know we joke about and say it's Stoke and all of that, and, you know, Tony Pulis and that.
Tony Pulis football.
Yeah, Pulis football. But at the end of the day, last time I checked, away from scoring a goal is from a corner, right? Like, it's like when people cuss people for, oh, you only score penalties. You got to score it, innit? So, and it's down to the opposition teams to stop it. So, and actually, when you're not at your best, you can have another thing in your armoury to score goals, so you've got to respect it.
Obviously, focusing on Manchester United, obviously your team, what are your season expectations in terms of the competitions you're in, and, you know, what kind of looks like a good season to yourself as a dedicated Manchester United fan?
I think top four is a bit beyond us, if I'm being honest. It's not impossible, but it's unlikely. I feel like Chelsea are going really, really strong. I mean, they're with you know, level on points, doing really well. Trying to enter that title chat, but I think the top four will probably be as it is. I feel like for us, top six is realistic. Try and pick up the Europa League is a realistic, you know, aim. But mostly for me, it's about the style of play, bro. It's about trying to see this identity under Ruben Amorim. It's about trying to be more consistent with it and tweaking it that we can be more of an attacking force in these type of games. I understand 4 games in why we look like that. I've got no problems with that. But I could tell also it's about getting the structure from back to front, and we're working on that defence. Then we need to work in midfield and so on and so forth. And as long as I think we'll pick up points against the smaller sides, you know, like when we play against them. As long as that happens, I'm all right.
Obviously, I know recently you've had a few trophies. Obviously, you've had the Carabao Cup and FA Cup. Obviously, there's a lot of pressure coming on the new manager to deliver. Is your expectation in his, like, you know, incoming season to win a trophy?
No, not when I say that. It's not me putting the standards on the floor to say it's okay to not win a trophy, but I'm much more focused and I'm much more attentive towards our style of play. Because if you flip the question, under Ten Hag, when we did win those 2 trophies, did we become a better team? No. Did we progress as a team? No. So you almost have won the 2 trophies, which were great days out. I was at Wembley. I'll remember it forever, especially the FA Cup final. It was great. But we didn't kick on from that, you know? And I think you can't just focus on trophies. We're not in the hunt for the biggest trophies. It's not like we're in the hunt for the Premier League or the Champions League. So Man United shouldn't be aspiring to win the Carabao Cup all the time anyway, and things like that. So I'm more concerned with the style of play and us becoming a good football team, as opposed to winning trophies this year. If we don't win any trophies this year and finish sixth, but with some progression, and I can see where we're trying to go, we're scoring goals, we're doing all right, we've got some big wins under our belt. I'd much rather that than just, a Carabao Cup and finish ninth.
Thank you. Thank you
so
for
much,
that.
man. Take care, man.
Guys,